There seems to be a lot of controversy around the index preview, starting of course with the fact that it says the index. Not only that, but it started at 4 days and something left, but it's going to run till the 27th. And it started on the 20th, which is 7 days. The terminal said 4. That was just the beginning downside to this. It's a preview of the index. The index, of course, being the Corpus version of... I think I've got him sitting over here. Her sitting over here. Operation Rathuum, which introduced all of the executioners here, including this guy at the end with the twin hex. We will get there. Most people probably know exactly where this is going to end. Quite literally, because I'm planning on using that as the ending, because we'll get there. But I've been into this and I've tested each one once, which is kind of, I want to say, sad and lame considering it came out 21 hours ago. But, well, life, Barrow and other things kind of got in the way. The way that it basically works is you have to pay an entry fee into the index, into the arena, because it's basically a Corpus arena, kind of like the Rathuum one was a Grenier one. Interesting to see how they do an infested one, because the infested don't really have a ruler. They've got that doggy thing in Jordis. There's juggernauts. I guess they can have juggernauts running it, but you're not going to understand a thing they say. But I tested them. I jumped into each one once, and obviously, as I said before, you've got the entry fee. If you manage to fulfill the conditions, you obviously have to win, being the first one. And for the first one, you collect 5 index points. These little things that pop off enemies when you kill them. For the middle one, you have to get 10, but there is one negative modifier. Those can be anything from half health, half energy, half shields. Randomly dropping dead is one that I found rather annoying, because you'll go from full health and full shields to dead quicker than you can go. Anyway, and the best one is 20 index points and 2 negative modifiers. I was expecting 1 point, 2 points, maybe 2 points as well for the harder one, possibly 3. No, it was 1 point, 1 point, and 1 point. Each one gets you 1 point. Then when you get to 5 missions, it all changes. It, literally, I'm not even kidding here. It's put 15 in, get 30. Put 25 in, get 15 return. Put 35 in, get... Yeah, this is better. Not only that, but they hotfix this partway through recording it. This is with them... This one's... Yeah, that's not where 2, 5, and 10 come in. It's on the screen. You have to collect 2 indexes to win on the low investment. On medium, you have to collect 5 indexes. And on the high risk, you have to collect 10 indexes. It was double this. I think this one was 10. This one, no. The highest one was 20. I know that much, because that's the one that I seem to be doing more than anything else. So at 5, it's turned into this. I wonder what it's going to do at 10. Then, once you finish the second part, comes the endurance, which you get at 100 index points, with a minimum deposit, I can't remember what it said it was, of 45,000 going up to 75,000. Remembering you have a chance of doubling your money, but you would have to get all 100 in one mission. This kind of sucks, because you have to collect 25 points just on the little one of these. But I'm going to jump in, and I am going to leave this on public just to see what happens, but I don't know what's going to happen here. Well, what happens is you join a game that is about to end, which sucks. The scoring position kind of sucks, and I haven't managed to kill anything yet. I am literally dropping dead every single time I come near an enemy. This is kind of sucky, but it wouldn't be called endurance if it was easy. And I mean, this is actually my favourite map for this to be on. I just can't find an enemy. Lots of these little flying drones. but they don't drop anything. Finding the actual enemies is proving to be a bit problematic, as you can see. All the fighting must be going on down here. It's just I'm never going to get any things to hand in because there's that many people kicking about. 25 is going to be a pain. There are, of course, mods for this as well. These will also return when the event returns, and hopefully kind of like the arena, once the event has gone, this game mode will stay in the game, so you will still be able to come in and farm these mods. But there is thermomagnetic shells for the Detron, kinetic ricochet for the Tetra, Medi-Pet kit for the Companion. Weirdly, that one, first one I dropped. Medi-Ray refused to drop. Medi-Pet kit, first mod. Which I found funny because it doesn't work the way that I kind of expected. It heals the Companion, the Kubro or the Kavat. It doesn't heal you. So I don't know how I feel about that one, but that could still be useful because it also increases bleed out time. Shield Charger is another mod for the Sentinel. Static Discharge is for the Prova. That one, I don't think it should have really have gone on the Prova. I think it would have been better on... Wow, I've completely forgotten the name of the... Oh, it's a giant staff, looks like a set of traffic lights. Is it the Cerro? It is the Cerro, isn't it? The Cerro would have been better with something like this, but it's on the Prova, so a lot of people will be returning to their Prova just to try this mod out. And then there is Pain Threshold, which is kind of weird. It's an Exilus mod, which means it's a Warframe mod. It fits into the Exilus slot. And it has stagger recovery, not knockdown recovery. Knockdown being when, obviously, you get knocked down. Stagger being when you get staggered by something. When that Grenier teleports you, like swaps places with you, does switch teleport. And you're standing there just kind of looking around. It should reduce that kind of stagger. Or when you're staggered by explosions, but not knocked over. That could be a really useful mod. And how these drop is literally a random thing. They'll drop from enemies. I know this sounds really, really stupid. As soon as I said that, I know it sounded stupid. But it seems to be random. There is stuff going around at the higher level stuff has a higher chance of dropping them. I can't argue this. I got the same amount of mods I did doing the higher one as I did the normal one. And I got 0 doing the first one. So if you are going to farm these ones, I would recommend one of the last two. But honestly, I haven't really found any more of these in one than the other. So picking which one to go for depends. I would like to have seen... There's 2 in one, 2 in the other, and 2 in the last one. So to farm them, you have to do the individual ones to stop people sitting in the higher damage ones. I cannot remember, the higher reward missions. But apart from that, and this being a preview of an upcoming event, the only real question that's kind of going around is, especially considering Frost has them, why Frost? I don't understand that one. Why's Frost got to have them? I don't know whether I'm going to use them now, just because this has Frost running around with them. Oh, who am I kidding? Of course I'm still going to use them. Anyway, there's a lot of question going around. Is that what the event weapon will actually be when this does come around? Nobody really knows yet. But of course, the rewards for this are something like a badge at 5 indexes. Index missions. At 10 you get an Exilus adapter. It seems to be a built one. And then there's an endurance that people are telling me is 100, and a lot of people seem to be getting mad about this because they can't get there, they're running out of time first. And I kind of figured out how to do this completely by accident. It was kind of high risk, high reward type thing. All I did is 1 point from winning, I think we had 49. I decided to run the opposite direction and got killed pretty much instantly. So the orbs I had were just sitting there and an enemy picked them up and I ran over and killing things on the way and tried picking them up and then dropped dead, and the other spectres in there and the enemies that were in there were all fighting over this big pile of indexes. By the time Mag had killed everything, picked up, I'm assuming all of them, and ran in, she handed in 32 of them at once. And I was lying on the floor when she picked them up and went in, and I literally by this point was just in tears laughing. And luckily I actually managed to record it, at least I'm hoping I did. Oh, if that's not there, I'm gonna look so stupid right now. But anyway, that is probably by far the best tactic to try and get all of them, or up to the 100 at once. You just know that the whole clan leaderboard thing for this is going to be who can go the longest, hand in as many as possible, and if it is 1,000, like a couple people have said, not 100 for the endurance, but 1,000, wow, yeah. This, when it does come as an event, oh, I really hope the hex not the weapon at 1,000, otherwise nobody's ever gonna get it.